Alrighty, what's up, racers? It's Thursday. I'm super stoked. Most of y'all are probably traveling to the site. So I wanted to give you a couple last minute details about the race so far, and this is going to be more or less just ground specific stuff. So we'll start from when you show up at the park. Um, the park has a $7 a day fee. And this is essentially how they make their money. So when you show up, the best thing that you can do is to just let them know how many nights you're planning on staying out at the site. And I would say for a good most of you, you probably would do Friday night and Saturday night if you were going to do that. And just get the hanging tag. That's an important piece. Get the hanging tag, hang it on your car, and then head into the site from there. That would take care of the vehicle and the crew and everything. If you're going to have crew and you really don't know when things are going to happen, then just pay for tomorrow. If you go out there tomorrow on Friday and you meet us out there, or just go have your crew pay by day. So that's an important piece. The other important piece for this is that access after hours. During the day, they're requiring you to see that hang tag that's on your car. So if your crew's leaving and coming and going or whatever that it is, make sure that they have that tag. During the evening when the park is closed, lucky for us, the gate is going to be open. There is no code because the code's broken right now. The little keypad's broken right now. So it is open. So you can come and go as you please. The thing that they ask is just like, you know, just keep things down, prioritize when you want to travel in and out, and you should be good to go. When you get into the parking lot, what we're asking everybody to do is move as far south as you can towards the Ramada into the parking lot. So if you're planning on camping out, they realize that most runners are probably going to camp out on Friday and be there Saturday. And if you're planning on doing that, just get down as close as you can to the Ramada as best as you possibly can and car camp there. There is a camp host that's up at the north side of the parking lot, but things start to fill up pretty quickly, being that it's a Saturday. So we'll have some things roped off. We'll have a couple other areas roped out that we don't want you to park, but other than that, it's pretty much free game in that parking area. So those are really the two kind of most important pieces to remember from an administrative perspective. Um, when we get going on the race, during the day, there is two loops that's set aside for ruckers and runners. So runners includes both the backyard 24 as well as the last person standing. You all are going to be running on the 4.1667 mile loop. And then the ruckers are going to be running on a 2.2-ish mile loop as well. And it's going to be important because everybody's going to start in the same direction. And in the first mile that you have, you're going to be in the same trail. And then at some point, runners are going to hook a left and ruckers are going to keep going straight. And we will have signs laid out. And I wanted to give you all this ahead of time so you just know what to expect. At night, there's going to be an out and back that's specifically for everybody. Ruckers are going to turn around at the 1.1 mile mark, and then runners are going to continue on and go from there. Everything is going to be marked using directionals. So you'll see things like um, wrong ways. Let me turn my blur off here. So you'll see things like a wrong way, before any critical move, there'll be a critical move ahead, and then you'll have directionals. And all of these are going to be basically staked out right at the intersection or as you're coming into an intersection, or if you're traveling and you see a trail that hooks off to the right, you'll most likely see one of these wrong way. The cool thing about being out there is that there's not that many trails that you can get off on. So if you're over a quarter mile and you're not seeing marking tape or you're not seeing signage, that's a problem. Our marking tape is really going to be three. Um, During the day, we're primarily going to see the green. That'll be on both the runner and rucker loop. And this might be subject to change, but right now we're going with green. And then in the evening, it'll be orange. And I'll reiterate everything to you all at the beginning of the race as well, or at the start of every yard. Um, if you are showing up tomorrow and you want to see the loop's going to be available around 5 o'clock. And I've got a bunch of laminated stuff and maps and things that you all can take, or you can grab a picture of it and you can go from there. The other thing that you need to think about is at night, everything is going to be illuminated on the way out. And where you're going to see where you're going to see the turnaround will be, they'll be marked with these signs right here. And you're going to see all the reflective tape is already built into it. But this lights up on all four corners and over the top and the bottom of the Rucker turnaround. So you'll see those at the Rucker turnaround as well as the runner turnaround too. Um, that's really all that I've got for today. I hope that you guys have a safe travels. Again, I'll brief this out down the road, but you should be good to go in that sense. Just make sure that you park in just a couple like top level things is one. Make sure you pay the fee. You can pay multi-day if you want ahead of time, so you don't have to worry about it in the vehicle. Make sure that it's hanging because they will come out and do an audit for us, and we just want to make sure that everybody has that. I hate for y'all to get a ticket. When you come in and you leave after hours, there is no gate code currently right now, so you're good to go there. If you are car camping tomorrow night, I want you as far south towards the Ramada. You'll see a trailer that's on the southwest corner. That's going to be my trailer. So hopefully you'll see it. If not, I'm not sure if we're bringing it, but that's where it's going to be. There's actually some downed logs that are along that area right there, like telephone pole logs. So you can park all in front of that Ramada and kind of around that area, and you'll see where some of this stuff's going to be roped off. And then the last thing that I got is you'll get these cool little finisher awards for finishing out. These are what the records look like. So super excited to hand that out. But yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow evening. And if not, then we'll see you Saturday morning. Talk to y'all later.